And this is the piece de resistance, the latest addition to our humble residential retreat, the Tranquility Den. This is where the ceremony is going to take place. As you can see, I've opted for an East meets Midwest vibe, taking ideas from Ayurveda principles along with the feng shui. Thick curved walls, an open space, lots of natural light. We have found that the most wonderful vehicle to be able to connect with the absolute is a bright open space. Being in here feels like standing in a mirror. Reflective, peaceful, transcendent. When the entire assembly gathers in here together to meditate, you can feel everyone actively relearning themselves in a way that you never thought possible. It's magical. To be honest, that's the worst part about being Eminent Chief. I do not get nearly enough time to meditate anymore, but that's the burden of being a visionary, I guess. No one can truly understand. Predatory cult leaders are often portrayed in pop culture as powerful men. Author Hannah O'Neill explains in her 2020 book, Thorns Among Roses, that women in these groups, regardless of their agency, are reduced to doe-eyed followers and victims. Their true influence is often misrepresented in the media, as the stories of women in cult leadership are often downplayed. Journalist Jennings Brown explains in her 2019 Gateway podcast, the leadership roles of women in cults are disguised through the assumption that serious cults are led by men. We fail to see female-run cults as cults to begin with, categorizing such organizations as either multi-leveling marketing schemes or internet spiritual groups. Make no mistake, even cults helmed by women are manipulative and exploitive. Yet, we sanitize the idea of female-run cults because we're afraid to see women as powerful. But by ignoring their agency, we fail to understand their powerful influence. Backlash by M. Cardozo. I like to call it the Sandals Resort for the Soul. Every day, our 400 residents, along with many of our loyal Instagram followers who tune in online, join us for our daily introspection sessions. Morning yoga, intuitive massage, dancing sessions. Sometimes on Saturdays, I even bring in a DJ because who said soul searching cannot be fun? We celebrate the joyous stages of the human existence just like everyone else. But we're not like everyone else. We have a mission, a noble pursuit to elevate our minds to a higher plane of being, the kingdom. It's a little dramatic, I know. But if we are to gain access to the kingdom, then we must put in the work. That's the part that few people understand. We are here to work on ourselves, on our mind, on our spirits, and on our souls. As Eminent Chief, I am here to empower and instruct. And I'm hoping the record sets that straight. Cannot be more excited that you're joining us today for your first ever purging ceremony. To be honest, we are long overdue for one. I think that the recent bad press in the article that shall not be named has really put a damper on some of our spirits. But now we're all just running around getting ready for tonight. Oh, don't worry, it is not what you think it is. No robe-wearing crew in front of a huge cauldron. No. We all just gather together and take turns venting, purging our negativity into the energy field. And then, naturally, I will take the stage and counsel the entire assembly. That's my favorite part. To stand before my brothers and sisters and feel the love, the respect, the admiration. It's intoxicating. It's a very, very spiritual experience, much like taking off your bra at the end of a long day. To be honest, I do feel like I have somewhat of an agenda tonight, though. I feel like it's my duty to address some of the recent issues that have come to light with people not understanding our movement. But I just despise talking about things that don't matter in the greater scheme. I mean, why does it matter how much a session costs when I'm selling enlightenment? Well, yes, I do make quite a bit of money with the book sessions and the signings and the lessons and the daily collection, but all this money talk is quite rude. What you don't understand is all of our funding goes directly back into the cause. And yes, as a teacher, I need to nourish my well-being, and that costs money. But when you are running what is essentially an empire, and a virtuous one at that, you have to maintain a profit. Having good business sense does not mean that I am greedy, that we are greedy. Greed has no place within these walls. I fear the media has been unfair about all of this. When the article was released, I was not surprised by the backlash. Not at all. I know that the nature of my work rubs people the wrong way. I have faced a lot of jealousy and anger and opposition over the years, but honestly, it has just made me more aware of who I allow into our groups or what have you. I'm a good person. I have good intentions. You don't have to like me. Hell, you do not even have to join my group, but slander is simply shameful. And those who judge me will be disappointed in the kingdom beyond. And they would judge those who would follow me, determining the worthlessness of anyone that would join some cult. For that is the worst thing that you could possibly do, for your being brainwashed and led to the devil. What does the devil even look like? And how I detest their language. They try to undermine my authority by referring to me as some delusional charlatan. Me. Meanwhile, David Koresh, Jim Jones, Charles Manson, no, they were never called charlatans. No. They were visionaries whose missions would arrive. They were cult leaders. Leaders. Can you believe that? Those murderers, excuse my language, but they were sex-craved maniacs, letting their male urges guide their prophesizing, mixing business with pleasure with no respect for the former. Never have I been referred to as a leader by the media. I would settle for a leader. Look around. I'm running a tight ship. I have fought for my platform. I have spoken and wrote and expended my blood, sweat, and tears to build this community from the ground up. A community that accepts my ideologies, trusts my teachings, and believes. Believes in our power, the power of belief and objective. My power. No article can take that away from me. No offense. I'm sure that you would not defame our name. You've been here. You've talked to us. You know what we're about. I'm so grateful for journalists like you, real journalists like you. Thank you so much for coming down and listening to my side of the story. I see greatness in you. If you're interested, I'd love to talk to you about our organized program of thought reform. I'm sure we'd love to have you in the community.